This is Doug Frankish and I'm reviewing Techsmith's Relay. One of the nice things about Techsmith is that when you head to the sign-in page, if you've got a Google Apps account or a Google address, you can sign in with that, so it does make it easy. And part of the drawbacks through this as well is that you do need to have a Techsmith account, so just something to be thinking about. You can see that the layout for the home page when you log in is very simple and easy to navigate. You can see the groups that are here that you've either been assigned to or you've created, and the videos that you have uploaded on your own are available as well. If you head into a group, like we will right now, all of the videos in that group will be presented, and while they're set up in a nice format, there's not necessarily a rhyme or a reason to the format, as it's just the thing. It appears as though what has been edited the most recently is what's at the top, and the rest fall in. So it might be nice if these could be organized somehow. I'm not sure if it's alphabetically or into categories, something, but it can be a bit cumbersome when you're trying to locate a particular video. I'm going to start with this one here. And when you're in here, again, some of the benefits of the program, it is very easy to use. So if you've got this video and you want to add a quiz to it, you can. I've already got some in here, so if I click on quizzing, I can just click here to edit it. And moving through, it's nice and simple once I start playing it, that I can drag this to a section, pause this and say that I want to add the question. It's nice that there are a variety of different types of questions that you can implement if you choose to do so. So that's a nice feature. Something that I did find at the same time, while it's nice, that is a bit frustrating, is that while a student might be watching the video, it will stop. I mean, you choose where you want to have that question be posed, and the video will stop and ask the student that question. But something that was more difficult or frustrating for me was that you can't watch the video in its entirety. So let's say that the first time through you just want the student to watch the video on its own and take in all the content, and the second time you want it to stop in particular areas. That would be an area that I think could be added on, or a feature is that you can either watch the video straight through, or you can watch it when the questions are posed. Another nice feature is that it is easy to link, so if you've got accounts and your students have accounts, then you can easily copy and send the link out to whatever site that you use to host videos so that your students can access them. I'm not really sure why there's an embed code, because since people need to have access to or need to have an account, it seems as though the embed code at this stage may not necessarily be necessary. Another feature that's nice is that you can turn off some notifications, so you don't need to be notified anytime someone has either watched or participated in the quiz that you've created. Another nice feature here, if we get rid of this, is that when you, again back here, is that you can look at the analytics. You can see how many people have viewed your quiz, viewed the content, and how many people have taken the actual quiz. So that's a nice thing. You can see the number of people who have partially, the number of people who have watched the entire thing. So it's pretty nice that it is broken down that way. Like we said, sharing the video, it's nice. You can share to a full group. And while that's a benefit, there are some drawbacks that I'm going to get to in a second about creating groups that can be a bit frustrating. So we're going to head back home here for a second. And like I said, when we're thinking about groups, it's nice. It's very simple. You press create a group and you can create that. I created this blue group already, so let's say that there's a certain focus area of students that I would like to view videos. It's easy to add, so you just click add, and you can use videos available from Techsmith and from the app, or you can upload to YouTube from YouTube simply by clicking there. So it's quite simple and it's nice. However, inviting members is a bit bothersome, as you need to add individual addresses. And it'd be nice, like since we've already got a large group of people in one group, it would be nice if we could just have a list maybe that we could go through and just click on them, check their boxes and invite a number of groups of people at the same time. So if I wanted just a small group of students to watch this, then that might be a feature that would be a benefit if it was added on. So let's say that, again, we watch this video where we are looking into this, and while it's nice that it's easy to add in the video, one thing is I've noticed that usually most of the ads will not come in, but this one tends to have an ad pop up around 12 seconds here, so that's a feature, there you go, that might be distracting to students if they're watching this. Just something that might be helpful if that were a feature that was taken, or a problem that might be taken away. If we head back to the full group of videos here, something else that I'm not too fond of is that out of all of the videos that are here, I'm a member, and if I hover over any of these, I can see that someone else has created this video, and yet I can hover over this, and if I wanted to, I could remove the video. So while we don't necessarily have access to what students will be seeing, if students see this similar type of page, that might be something to look out for. Or even as collaborators, I mean, if we've spent time creating a quiz, then that might be something that would be frustrating if someone else removed my content. Another piece that I would like to see maybe added on is if a student were to create a video and upload that video and want to be able to share this and send this out to a third party, maybe they're collecting data on a video that they made and they want to see the responses from others, is that the video is not available to a third party. So even with the link, if we copy this out there, we wouldn't be able to collect information or get feedback from others unless they were someone that did have an account with Techsmith. So it's just another feature that might be nice if it were added on, or something that maybe you could pay for as an addition. That being said, like I said before, seeing the analytics from the video is very nice, and it's broken down very specifically so that you can see exactly who is doing what with the video. Some of this is a little frustrating because I know that there's a way for me to see, here we go, view results. So some things like this. So analytics are here, so you would think that this would give me the answers for all of the people who have watched it in my mind, but it's under quizzing that you need to go and to view the results. So those two it's a little bit confusing to me. And now here we can see the breakdown of the summary, the viewer, and that just seems like, I don't know, it's just a step that seems a little frustrating to me when trying to determine the difference between these two. And again, with usage, if I were using this every day, that might be something that would be made easier, but right now, as a first-time user, it is a little confusing. And so that is my review of Techsmith's Relay. It definitely has some nice features, and definitely has some areas that I feel from a teacher standpoint could be improved upon.